So before we dive into this awesome video, this video was sponsored by Dragon Awakens, which is a free-to-play MMORPG browser game with awesome PvP multiplayer action and of course awesome 2D graphics and depth of gameplay. Now what's really cool is there is a complex turn-based battle RPG system, and you can engage in a really badass storyline where you can challenge countless dungeons and of course make your own character stronger with new equipment, mounts, pets, and obviously dragons. Now what's great about all this stuff is you do not need a fancy and powerful laptop to play this game. The great thing is that you can play this game anywhere, even on the worst laptop. So go ahead and try this game out by heading to spons.org/SuperRebel to sign up to the game, and it will help the channel a ton. So go ahead, try it out. The link is in the description below. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Now I have been getting asked the same question, and it is still about this Fantastic Four teaser that was pretty much given to us, what, on the 8th or 6th of January, so let's say for argument's sake, alright, it was the 8th, which was a Tuesday. It's only been a week and a bit. Now for some reason, the internet seems to be freaking out. Now with the Far From Home trailer, of course, that came out the other day, I also made a video discussing, whether or not we will possibly be getting to, I guess, DLC suits, if that's what you want to call it, this year, maybe closer to the release date for the movie to kind of build up some hype, etc, etc. But first and foremost, Insomniac Games have come out and said no, they don't actually have any plans for this. Now, even though we need to take what Insomniac says, I guess, as of course legit, because they are the guys behind it, that does mean that there is, at least as it stands, going to be no Far From Home suit. But then if you go back and look with the whole Raimi stuff suit and so forth, it was kind of a similar situation. Now I don't want to say that Insomniac Games are lying and just pretty much going to announce it a couple of months or weeks before, but all I'm saying, and my word is not legit or anything like that, I know nothing and I don't want to spread false rumors, but do take it as a pinch of salt that they could possibly kind of fall in the same footsteps as what they done with the Raimi suit, simply because there would be no other great time for everyone to be hyped up for this type of suit. I mean, let's be completely honest, it's not anything amazing, right? I like the suit, don't get me wrong, but like, it's not something that I'll get super hyped up for, that's for sure. So if they weren't to add it before the movie or this year, I guess, and save it for the sequel, I guess it really wouldn't even make sense. I mean, they'd probably just chuck it in and it would become one of those suits that are just there, but no one really does care about too much. But at a time like this, of course, the hype would really be there. Now, going back on the main core of this video being, of course, the Fantastic Four tease, etc, etc, that whole Fantastic Four week has actually come to an end now. And if you go back to when, of course, they tweeted it out, since then, I mean, things have been pretty hush-hush. They haven't actually said anything else on this, nor have they even been, I guess, active as much on Twitter. Now, I know that's something kind of small to point out, but it is relevant, and what's very important that we all need to really realize, or at least the people that are kind of freaking out right now, don't be that guy please, is that just because they announced it, of course, I guess it doesn't have to be as soon as possible. Like, they can announce something this week, for instance, right? Monday the 14th, they announced something. Not the 14th, the 21st, god damn it. And then, of course, whatever it is gonna come out, I don't know, like first or second week of February, or whatever they have planned anyway is gonna be big, because let's be honest, if it was just a suit, I couldn't really see why you wouldn't announce it now. It's kind of a simple thing, it's not anything major, that's gonna take a lot of freaking time to do. Again, I've never made a game, I don't know this stuff 100%, but from what I get told from people that have made games, it's not exactly a freaking, daybreaker. It's not gonna ruin your entire day where you're gonna be struggling to do this thing. It's pretty straightforward, in other words, alright? So you wouldn't really delay something that long in order for it to be something so simple. So that's where I think this delay and this silence is really exciting, because possibly whatever they have in the works is going to be a whole lot bigger than what we expect. So there is our hope, pretty much in a little box. We need to sit on this hope, and that is pretty much it. Again, if you set your expectations low, then typically you probably will be more happy with the outcome, as opposed to us just raising the bar stupidly high, saying it's a brand new complete DLC, which I feel like it could be, don't get me wrong, but again, you don't want to expect that and it turns out to actually be a suit, in other words, right? Because that is where a lot of people do get a little bit annoyed. Now, before I end this video, I do actually have something really cool to share with you guys, and you know, you'd think the mythical lands of Reddit has dried out a little bit with finding cool things, right, in Spider-Man PS4. Now, this what I'm about to show you is something I have never seen till I saw this. You guys may have seen it, but nonetheless, it comes from a dude who goes by the name Lord Potato, and he says, I don't know if anyone else has found it yet. It's on any red power box in the game, and of course we do have a big warning, but what it does say is really funny. It says, please do not put hand into machine while functioning. We are not responsible for you being dumb. That's your fault, and maybe your parents and your dog. Really, I mean, why would you do that? Do you really have nothing else to do? Is that why you are still reading this, instead of fighting crime and shooting spiderwebs? Wow. You're one heck of a hero, friend. And then of course we already went over this. Don't do this, don't do it. I mean, you could, but you really shouldn't. So don't touch the thing. So when we want to talk about attention to detail with Insomniac games, these guys don't ever fail to surprise me. And again, I say it all the time, when we find some small little details like this in the game, what other things are there in this world of Manhattan and Spider-Man PS4? As always, go ahead and go on a little hunt yourself, because I think there's still some things out there that we haven't actually come across. But guys, that is going to wrap up this video. As it stands, when this video goes live, it's been complete silence. No one actually has any idea what is going on with the Fantastic Four stuff, but patience is key. Silence is actually good, because typically it could be something bigger than what we expect. But again, get in the comment section below and let me know what you think, and also about the Far From Home suit and them not having any plans to add that in the game. Do you think it's just one big lie and they're gonna go ahead and throw it in like a week or two before? Get in the comment section below, let me know. But guys, that's gonna wrap up the video. So as always, subscribe for more awesome content. But until the next one, have an awesome day and adios amigos.